Okay, so in this video I'm going to talk about the split command, which will split a large file into smaller pieces. Now for this video I've created a T directory so that the files that are generated don't clog up the file system. Okay, so with the split command, by default it's going to split it up into 1,000 lines per file. If I wanted to do less than that, I could do the -L and say I want 50 lines per file, and I'm just going to do it on the bash underscore history. And now if I do an ls, you can see I've got a bunch of files in here. So it has split the file up. Like if I cat xaa, you can see that it's got things in there. Cat xaj. So you can see that it split the bash history file up into many smaller chunks. Now another option that we have is the -d. And you can see that -d will give it numerical numbers instead of alphabetical numbers. And if we wanted to, actually, let's remove all this again. If we wanted to, we could also go split -n and say we wanted to split the history file up into 5 separate files. We could go 5. And you can see that now there's only 5 files. Now we can also split it up. Actually, I'll see if we can get the list of the parameters up for you. So we can also split it up into bytes with the -b. So we could go split -c 1024 bytes. Whoops, it was -b. And you can see that each one of these files is now 1024 bytes, except the last one, which wasn't big enough. So you can see that I've split the file up into 1 kilobyte chunks. Now these days, that may not be very handy, but you can imagine if you had some really large files in the old days, you may want to split it up into smaller chunks that would fit on a floppy disk, like a 1.44 megabyte floppy disk. Now obviously this file with 1 kilobyte chunks isn't a good example, but you could split it up to fit across multiple floppy disks. Or I guess in the early days of dial-up internet, you may want to split files up into smaller chunks so people could download them, and if the connection dropped out or became unstable and corrupted it, they could just re-download a single chunk rather than having to download a huge file from start to finish again. So while split may not be as useful today, you can still use it in a number of different ways. And really that's all I wanted to show you. So I will end the video there.